So, Mizkif made a tier list recently, and it kind of sucks. Just being honest here, And I think, they tried their best. They did. They tried their best. Him, Clara, and eventually Wei came in, and they like to think of themselves as parasocials, which is kind of cute because they just don't get it. They're wannabes. They're wannabe parasocials. They're wannabe schizos. I am not the real thing. I may look like the real thing. I may sound like the real thing. I may have the same tendencies as the real thing. But I'm not. Okay? I'm not. I'm just not. I swear I am sane. So Mizkif, I know you tried your best, buddy, but you just missed the mark, and I'm about to tell you why.
Okay, so we had an idea. We're gonna make a tier list.
He had an idea.
We had an idea. She's here now.
They had an idea.
Had an idea of a tier list, and it was gonna be we can rate as
don't
the
put it
two
off on
biggest
Mizkif.
parasocial people of Nick Palm and his entire universe. The two people that understand the lore the most.
Parasocial. Understand it the most. Oh, it's cute. I'll let you have your fun. I'll let you have your fun, and I'll guide you to the light. It's just I'll make this as painless of a process as possible. I don't know why it would need to be painful, but I've heard you're a masochist, so
Can I be honest with you? And I don't want you to tell us all.
She only stares at the camera, never stares at Nick. Nick perfectly is staring at her because Nick wants it, but Senna always is looking at the camera for the views.
Ooh.
this is true.
Can I?
Did you see the little smirk at the end though?
Yeah, I did see that smirk though.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Her
I do
cheeks
see
are getting
that
a little rosy.
I do see that.
The eye contact right there is insane.
That is
Ooh.
beaming eye contact. You are right on that one.
Maybe there's something. Maybe there's not. Probably not.
Wait, that's kind of crazy eye contact. That's like...
I want her to look at me that way.
What?
Back to the list. Fuck.
I was
Maybe she's a side piece.
Yeah, I think Senna's a side piece.
Oh my god.
Sure.
We need
That's my new wallpaper. I actually am gonna make them.
Couple more clips though. Couple more clips.
Yo,
That's a
Not
good
if I
one,
beat you
though.
to it, though,
Shit.
Ms. Giff.
Hold on,
Not if I beat you
replay
to
again
it.
and look at the way that he's like gazing at her.
I mean, to be fair, though, can you blame Nick? Can you blame him?
You can get Emily.
Yo!
Side piece for
She got
sure.
jealous and she had to fix her hair so she can hide her forehead. Holy. Senna does not have to. Honestly, high side piece.
For sure.
Still think she's a little clout chasing.
It's like a low key side piece though.
Yeah.
So they put Senna at side piece, which I do agree with. This is what I will say, because they've known each other for at least a little bit now, right? She's known Nick at his worst, or at least at his lower points, and at his better points. Sure. Back then, it was easy. It was easy to say, ew, Nick, you disgusting pig, whatever. Oh, creep, predator. But now, he's hot. Mixed feelings, maybe? I'm having mixed feelings. It's okay. It's okay to have mixed feelings. It just is. Nick's hot now. You're going to question some things. With Senna, there's 3 layers to this. There's 3 levels. There's the, you, Nick, stop it. You're disgusting. I would never. Under that level, there's the, well, it's funny. It gets views. Why not? Let's keep farming it. And under that, it's, I care about him. I mean, I would never, but I do care about him, and he's hot now, so kind of confused about that. But, I'm going to be making my own tier list. To be fair, it's going to change a lot, or maybe not that much at all. But so far, we agree. We are in agreement. Senna is a side piece.
You think
What are we
know?
locking and loading?
I know Emily.
It's so
I know Emily
obvious.
so well. I know her so. I watched her when she had 50 viewers. I know her so well.
Bro, you know what's crazy is your chat is
Did he
full of
actually,
schizo
though?
that they're locking down. Okay, let me go through each one and then have these ready.
They better, because, you know, y'all didn't come with your notes. Y'all didn't come prepared with all your notes that you supposedly have, which I know you have them, but where are they then? If you are a true schizo, you'd have it all up here, and you wouldn't need to write it down because you're that obsessed with it. You played yourself. Oh, you're just not up for the task. Which is why you need me here for the greater good. This is for the greater good. Okay.
Arthur, Finn, Seer, Wake,
All men.
Ashley,
Okay, Ashley's great. Great.
Catchy.
See how our eyes got dark there?
I don't know what she means by that.
I mean this sincerely. The 2 weeks that me and her spent together were magical.
Jealous.
Notice how she's blinking nonstop. It's a sign that she's inferior as and that she doesn't actually care whatsoever. She's blinking because she's getting so bored with the conversation because she just wants viewership and clout that she has to keep herself awake.
Catchy. A girl you met merely 3 months ago.
But you see how animatronic she is? Like, she's doing this on purpose. Like, this is some, like, La game that he's playing. Like, catchy. You know?
Like, are you serious?
No, but, like, that's how you would be if you're real. Are you serious? She's going, catchy. So, like...
I mean, to be fair, I'm just going to put it out there. Maybe she's autistic. You know? And don't get me wrong. I have my suspicions about myself, too. I'm probably autistic. I would not doubt it. And I'm not even trolling here. I'm probably autistic. On some level.
It's all for show. She doesn't care that Nick just didn't say top 10. Look.
You think she's a clout chaser, don't you?
I know she's a clout chaser.
I know she's a clout chaser too,
It's someone
but
that you love.
I will actually explain why.
Told you that the girl, another girl was magical. Is your response to act like what X Tremley just did? Look, ready?
Catchy. A girl you met merely 3 months ago is in there.
What am I at, 7?
But I think she's more mad about the fact that, like, catchy was said before her.
She's not even mad.
We
she's
also have to
smirking.
factor in this clip that she's driving, so that's why we have to see more.
She's driving a Tesla, so she's not actually driving.
Oh, so she doesn't have to look?
Yeah, she's literally, it's nothing. I'll tell you this. She's my best friend. I know she's a clout chaser.
Yeah. Obvious clout chaser. Extra Emily has 4 levels to her, okay? She's got the grandpa level to her. Nick's just a grandpa. You know, stop it, grandpa. Don't do that to me, grandpa. And under that, she's got, you know, the clout chaser. She knows that it pulls in views. She knows it. And so, you know, she keeps doing it. She keeps farming. The 3rd level to this is that she's realized she's made a mistake. She now realizes what good it can do her to be one of Nick's girls. Now she's desperate. She doesn't know how to reverse it, and now she's getting jealous, and you know, she doesn't know how she's gonna turn it around. And then the 4th level to that, under the regret of how she's played her game, played the content, is an even bigger clout chaser, because she knows even under all of that, it's all for views. And at the end of the day, that's all that she wants. And that's why she's so desperate and jealous. Do a 180 and get on that NMP train.
Wait, whose house is this?
This is Julia's.
Hers, yeah.
Nick went to Julia's?
Yep.
He gave her a whole PC and everything.
It was so
They chicken together.
me and
He roleplayed as yourself, except if you were single.
You can write it off too.
exactly.
I can't believe you
So
didn't know
imagine me
this.
how Pogo I am, but with no roles. And then I found a partner in the city, Nora, who like
You
embraced
had
it
an e-girlfriend?
in the city.
You had an online girlfriend? I would beat your too, bro. What did you do? You had a baby with her? Or what?
Wow.
A woman that makes him laugh.
Imagine, bro. Imagine, bro.
Did you actually? Did he have a baby with her?
gotta be
Did he have
just
babies in Grand Theft Auto?
Oh, do the ice skating one.
A woman that's perfect for Nick? Friends.
Yeah. Yep.
A normal woman that just wants to hang out with Nick?
Gotta be a friend.
Gotta be just
Yeah.
friends.
You're a swinger.
Of course. Swing.
Oh! What is this?
Look at Nick's eyes. Eyeline. Where's he
Yeah,
going?
you see that? Oh yeah, we.
To be fair, Nick might also be staring at the wall, avoiding eye contact.
Wait, he didn't do that with Cinna. In the Cinna clips,
Yeah.
What?
they only look directly at each other's eyes.
That's a straight line if I've ever seen one, folks. Boom, boom.
No, you gotta go back though.
But look at this. Like she's looking right here.
And hey, she's closed her eyes, or look at her. She wants to kiss him. I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing.
He's looking down at-
What was
And
the last part?
Yeah, streaming. Actually went in wrong.
and you see how Nick shook his head there? You know, he's kicking himself, thinking, why didn't I? You know, I should have gone in for the kiss there. You know, it's just and he fumbled once again. But you know, he's on stream. What can you do?
Nick
To get at.
doesn't care 1 second for Kachi. He doesn't care 1 second for Nora. He doesn't care 1 second for any of the other girls you have seen on stream. Only thing he cares about is that you guys will tune into his stream.
Canute. You're absolutely based. Oh man, I think Canute's the only objective one in this whole entire video. That is based, my friend. Canute, that is absolutely based. But you're absolutely wrong. Frick you for even suggesting that.
I could see that she doesn't want it at all.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's very obvious to us,
Yeah.
us girlies.
Yeah.
But I could just see that.
we get it.
Yep.
Yeah, Julia does not want it at all.
Yeah, yeah, of
I
course.
don't think she's necessarily
Of
a clout
course,
chaser
of course,
either,
of
because
course,
like Julia
of course.
doesn't really go on streams enough to be a clout chaser.
Mhm,
So I wouldn't put her in that
Fair,
category.
fair.
I would say they're either just friends or never.
Oh,
I think Julia does not. They don't really hang out a lot. It's like once every month. I just don't see it happening.
I think we're in agreement.
That it's probably just in the never category.
Yeah.
For Julie, I could go between just friends and never. I mean, realistically, we don't know what's gonna happen, so it's technically not a never. But can I justify bumping her up to just friends? I don't think so. So
Next up, fan.
I like this.
Yeah, I actually like this a lot. We should
That-
we should do this for every show, and
We'll need some clips.
yeah, we're definitely gonna need some clips for this one.
Let's
chat.
break it down.
As much as these clips, there's a ton of them. I think we all do agree that she's not for the streets. This is Mr. Arthur's girl, and I just don't see that Nick would.
So this is where I'll make my first disagreements. Sort of. They put fan in the never category, but you know, there's just I'm gonna put her in the just friends category, and I'll tell you why. Because there's just an ever so slight part of me that gets the feeling that in some way, shape, or form, in some maybe alternate universe, alternate reality, Arthur might not mind watching. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong about this. And maybe Nick would never. Probably. But, just, slight chance. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just,
What does wife mean? It has to be a woman, right? Has to be a woman. Has to have your children.
yeah.
You know,
Sure.
can Arthur do either of those things? No. Yes, Arthur can have his children.
Well,
Yeah, you know what? Cloud chaser.
I would say that
Nah.
Arthur is a tough one because I think he already is wife, but he's just not going to be his wife.
Arthur's doing the role of wife without being the wife.
But I feel like we
Yeah.
should still put him in wife though.
mhm.
It still counts.
That's
Like
fair.
he could be a good wife.
Yes.
To Nick.
If Nick has
and
nothing
this
else,
is what we're
I don't
thinking, is, like,
disagree.
who
Nothing else.
could?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a single thing that was said that I disagree with. Arthur is just that wife. He is her. He's wifey material. I would wife him. It's heck. I would have his children. You never.
we'll save these two for last.
Word.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, we'll save these two for last.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Okay.
Let's
clearly,
do AC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
pretty
I don't know
obvious.
AC at all.
AC, I
Shapes
believe-
carrying him in Apex. I know that.
Was on Nick's stream IRL
But
once.
If I'm being honest,
A few
it
times.
almost seems
but
like a never.
I'm going with never.
Yeah.
That's my read.
yeah, It's
She
a pretty
is
pretty
entirely
cut and
too,
dry,
healthy
pretty
and
clear.
grounded and normal for Nick.
Yeah,
It wouldn't work. She was like a normal person.
she is the definition of a woman.
However, what is AC bricked?
AC bricked
This
is
You look great.
something I would see in my dreams. I think probably.
Welcome. Oh my god.
I would have to assume.
Yes, come on in. Outside it is.
It's hot. Like going from Canada to this.
Oh my god.
See, Arthur being wifey,
so
putting the
good.
bag in the trunk.
Dude, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, did you smell her?
I don't know if that's necessarily wifey. That's more of like a hubby type thing to do. Cause you know, if you're a man and you're sitting in the car while your wife is trying to lug some heavy bags around, oof, that is. I don't know about that. Maybe Nick and Arthur, you know, they role swap. You know, someone gets tired of being the bottom, or you know, tired of being the top. I don't know.
He's equal parts Alfred and wife.
Oh my god.
He's Maggie
Did
Gyllenhaal
you
and
smell her
Michael
when she
Caine.
came in here?
I didn't smell yet.
Dude, I need an Arthur.
Iskiff, I'm telling you right now, I volunteer as tribute to be your Arthur. And I will make sweet, sweet love anytime. Okay? That offer stands.
You really, you believe in every theory.
My mom's so pissed at me. She kicked me out. But it's okay. Anyway,
I didn't hear a word you just said. I cannot stop looking at your face. I don't even know what the fuck you just said. In fact, I don't even give a shit what you just said.
And
Wait, she liked that.
Like,
Pia? Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening tonight in the booth? We have a rare one where we just saw Never possibly go to potential side piece, or is it just friends where there's a chance?
hold on. Let's rewind it. Clara, objectively,
Yeah.
as resident woman,
Okay.
where do you rank that line? Because let's say it's a dog line, that's clout chaser behavior, pretending it's a good line.
They're digging.
I feel like this
they're
is my
digging
thing.
here.
I
They're
feel like it
scratching
came across
at.
very smooth, right? Because I don't expect something like that from Nick. Like I don't expect him to be smooth. I expect him to just be puggo and like cringy.
Yeah.
That one was good. So even me hearing that, I was like, oh damn, okay.
I would say probably the farthest friend possible.
I was thinking the same thing, Clara. Not
What
gonna
do you-
lie.
what do you
Not
put
gonna
her-
lie.
Oh, yeah, just
I mean,
But they don't hang out that much. She's in Canada.
Ooh, yeah.
I think this is it. I think this is it.
I like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's 0.01% chance because she's local.
Right.
Similar exchanges, but there's a chance.
True.
Yeah. Accidents can happen. You know.
We already know Nick's not willing to go international.
I mean, Wake just said he's not willing to go international, so that eliminates like half the people here, including the top two. You know, the two queens of the castle. So I would say that point's pretty irrelevant unless that point really is true. Then none of this freaking matters. That other category is not necessary. We don't need to make this any more complicated than it needs to be. AC goes into just friends category, and you know she's just a friend, but at the same time, you know, if all else fails, maybe Nick has said on multiple occasions she's hot, which is not a false statement. That may even be a statement I would make. Not publicly though. I will say I do know what's about to happen next, and I mean, yeah, obviously, duh. You know, it's obvious. No clips, no nothing. Maybe I could argue for this, but
I will self-report. I did spank his ass.
And Arthur's looking at you.
He bent over in front of me. It was right there.
We don't need to hear it.
Okay.
So
when an opportunity presents itself, you gotta take it. I cannot hold that against her. I mean, I would take those kind of opportunities myself. You know, if it's right in your face, you may as well just kind of, you know, you just kind of find yourself drifting over. It's not, there's just not much you can really do about it at that point, you know? You don't have really any choice in the matter. So
You're right down there, bro.
Love him as a brother.
a brother like a stepladder. I don't know.
What? Like, I owe him my life at this point. I'll be his slave, like whatever he wants. What is going on?
We all know the truth. Kachi got a $14,000, whatever it was. What was it? You know the exact model it was? It was a...
The bag?
Yeah.
No, I don't know the exact model.
It was a Coach... Was it Chanel? I think it was Chanel bag.
Oh yeah, Chanel bag, yeah. Oh god.
That was... It was 11K?
Yeah,
But
they did confirm it was cheaper.
So it was cheaper.
Yep.
Okay. That's actually very interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. So Kachi, what does she have? She got an 11K bag. He said 8K. Oof, God.
Ooh.
8K bag.
And then the necklace right off of his neck.
That-
What was it? Was that one was Gucci, right?
Are we trying to quantify this in dollar amounts?
No, it's not about that. It's the $8,000 bag is interesting though, but the necklace was crazy because he gave the necklace to her off stream right before she goes to the airport. Wild.
Mm-hmm.
That is an important
Right
detail.
off of his own neck.
Right off his own neck. The last thing he
Okay.
wanted to just give her is a necklace. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter about the necklace price chat.
That is a integral
Oh,
piece
don't forget
of,
they went
of
many dinners and
evidence
clubbings
that-
alone without Mr. Arthur.
Is that confirmed by Mr. Arthur?
I think it was confirmed by Catchier Nick.
Many, yeah. It was on my stream. Many dinners alone. That's what she said exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Okay. Oh yeah, one of the dinners was just only $500 in appetizers.
You guys have NMP's balls in your mouth? Okay, then we got to go here.
What's wrong with that?
I got to go to side piece, right?
Yes. No.
Listen, you come here more often. We can do more of these.
Yeah, I'm down. You can invite me. You'll have me.
You can move in here if you want to.
But did she laugh because she took it
Like,
as
I'm
a
sorry.
joke?
I took all your content for the day by doing this.
Obviously.
Wrap it up. Like, bro, I think that Nora is actually top wife.
You're saying it now?
I've never seen, in about the 400 women that I've seen Nick be really weird with, him ever just actually chill with her.
Be not weird.
And
Nothing was weird.
He was not weird at all.
It was weird how not weird he was.
It literally felt like we were watching them, like, and there was like no stream.
I am going to make probably my two biggest points here that I think that they really don't address, or I don't think that really anybody has addressed that I have noticed. Obviously, Nora belongs in the wife category, okay? People that would disagree with that, they have their side, even though there's no sides anymore. And I think that just does a disservice to the investigation. Here is the first two major points that I will make. The first point is on the gifts and the jewelry. I think it's important to distinguish farming from at least being relatively genuine. What was done on stream? What was done off stream? You know, the necklace and the dinners. The necklace, you know, I find that hard to believe that would not have been a genuine thing, you know, unless Nick is that psychotically genius. I don't see that being a possible just big brain farm, a high IQ farm from him. I don't know. It does not seem that he would have planned that just diabolically. I don't know how else to put it. So when Kachi revealed that she had the necklace, at least to me, it seems like Nick was caught a little off guard. You know, I don't think Nick was prepared for it, maybe. I think there's a very good possibility he was not prepared. And now we know that all the gifts that he's been showering Nora with, I believe he is overcompensating just a little bit. I think he's trying to even it out and he is overcompensating. He's lost the plot just a little bit, you know, not by much, but a little bit, you know. He made a new rule and now he's broken that rule. How many times now? I think probably at least 3 times within a week or so. The next point I'll address is how comfortable they were with each other. I don't think anybody of a sane, stable mental state would disagree that they are comfortable together. It's pretty freaking obvious. Of course they're going to be comfortable with each other. They've known each other the longest. But what I think is important to note is they've known each other since he was still with Milena. Wasn't Nora the start to a lot of drama? Maybe it was fake drama. Maybe it wasn't. With the history that they've had, I don't think it makes as much sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm ignorant to what the lore is actually. But something just doesn't sit right with me on that one. But yeah, of course they're gonna be comfortable with each other. Of course they're gonna be the best at farming comfortably with each other because they're role players. And this point has been made so many times that, I mean, it's pretty obvious, I think. It could all be fake. Who am I kidding? It could all be fake. It could all be content. None of this is probably real. I mean, it just is what it is. They could both be rebounds for Milena. I mean, it really hasn't been that long. If I'm being honest, it really hasn't been that long. So both of these queens could be just rebounds to try and get over Milena. Who's to say? And I think that's, if we're looking at it objectively, that makes a heck of a lot of sense if any of this is true or real, you know?
You want to see Showstopper?
I watched this stream live, and as soon as he said, "Do you want to see Showstopper?" the split second those words came out of his mouth, I knew what picture he was going to pull up. I knew instantly he was going to pull up the Gladiatrix.
This was what, yesterday?
This was wild. Yesterday. This was wild.
This is my forbidden true narrative here.
Nick, you got to help her. Go
I knew from the moment those words came out of his mouth.
Be careful.
Also, how did he get to that picture so fast? Coincidence? I think not. But hey, that's just the crazy schizo talking. So parasocial schizo. Sorry.
Okay, so we heard how you felt about Nora. We haven't heard how you feel about Ketchy.
I only have one thing to say about Ketchy.
Okay.
Okay. It is that I do not believe that she is a clout chaser.
You don't believe?
I have on very good personal authority of my interpretation.
Yeah.
But you think I am, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Me too.
Nobody's questioning that, Miz.
Yeah.
Shut up. Okay.
Yeah, well,
I don't think so either. Because she didn't really know what the f she was doing. She just kind of like pulled up and then was just like going with it, you know?
I know.
All these things are
She
true.
immediately linked her PayPal. You would all do the same damn thing for $20. Okay.
Well, she said too with
I
her
would do it
reasoning,
for
she was
$20.
like, I
Heck,
didn't expect them
I'm
to
broke,
put me
bro.
through the next round, so I was like, I might as well just get a free lunch out of this.
Dude, when you're offered millions of dollars and super successful, to join the league of OTK, like sometimes you're just gonna make some weird irrational decisions, like drinking on the show for no reason, or like putting your PayPal in the chat or whatever she did. Sometimes you make the wrong moves.
She is an American citizen that elects to live in the Philippines. I have a few friends who have lived in Southeast Asia, Singapore, Philippines. They do not need to chase clout. They are doing well in life.
Oh.
Emily ain't got it like that, bro. I'm sorry.
Interesting.
No, that's just true. I like when Nick's being real.
I just don't. I'll tell you, man. I'm not trying to be a son.
Weak projecting, yes.
Fumbled? Bro, I didn't fumble catchy, bro. Look at me. I ain't got no shot anyways, bro.
Don't say that.
Go to the tier. After that clip, it's like seeming like a friends with a 0.1% chance.
That clip does make me perceive that at this current moment, keep in mind, chat, we're gonna time this at 10:55 on 11/17/2024. Like, this can change dramatically over the course of the next few months. We will be posting this podcast right afterwards on the Just Chatting podcast, so stay tuned. But I will say, as of right now, that did give off the vibes of like, oh, she's so out of my league, when like, you know what I mean?
You know what? You know she's a real one, chat. When it's like she's the one that won and kind of got her parade rained on, and all she does is care about how I feel.
Of course.
I think I picked the right person.
Bro, we all three might be out of content.
I'm telling you, I think it's over.
We might be out of content, folks.
Maybe
We're
not.
just gonna
I don't know.
pray that this like car driving stream, like I'm just gonna have to crash the car at this point for it to like go well.
I'm just gonna say this.
I agree.
I can't believe I'm putting it.
There's only one change to this list I have.
Okay.
Miskiff, you freaking traitor.
Yeah.
You traitor.
I think this looks perfect.
I would not put Catchy that far down. I think putting her that far down is a mistake because she belongs up here, you know? I think one thing that has to be mentioned is the fact that I don't think Nora at least has any plans to move to the US. You know, I think she's perfectly content staying in Denmark, right? I know that there is a clip of her saying, you know, oh, maybe I will move to the US. But I'm pretty sure that happened. That clip is after Nick had to kind of ramp up the farming because, you know, it was seeming that, you know, it was becoming a little one-sided on, you know, Catchy's side of things. Not to mention that before any of this, Catchy has already talked about wanting to move to the US. She's already expressed that she would be totally down to move to the US before any of this got even remotely serious. So I don't think that Nora is serious about moving to the US, which if I remember correctly, that was a little bit of a contention point or whatever in just in the past. The other thing is that I don't think anybody's looked at is kind of Nick's shift in behavior. Nick, with girlfriend, living his day-to-day life. You know, not really caring that much. Nick loses said girlfriend, proceeds to start to get into as best a shape as he possibly can. And he's going strong. All the way through Camp Canute, he's on a mission. Until top streamer. He wasn't as strong in his mission as he was previously when he was single. And I think that's one angle I don't think anybody's even tried to mention, which I think is kind of interesting. But, you know, maybe I'm just crazy. I probably am. This could all be fake. This could all purely be for content. Miskiff did not put this in the video, but
The one question you guys always ask is how much of this is farming, right?
Yes, Kachi, tell us, please. We're so interested.
I think this is the most important thing, honestly.
I think what makes it so interesting is that
Obviously.
it's a mix, you know? It's not purely television, but it's like reality TV, but more real because you're live. It's unfiltered. There's no like editors or anything. Well, technically we have like YouTube editors and stuff. Shout out to mine. But
Up until this point, I think she is being probably about 90% real right here. I won't say she's being 100% real, but I think she's about 90% real right here because this is exactly why I like content and I prefer it over TV and that kind of thing because of what she just said. So up until this point, she may just be telling me what I want to hear, but I mean it is true what she is saying. So
it's like your real life that you're streaming. Especially me, I'm so new. Like, what do I know?
Mm-hmm.
She's so good.
So how much of this is farming? I'd say it depends. It's really blurred lines, you know?
And I think this is when she starts to farm a little bit more to kind of blur the lines, as she just said. So
Sometimes it's 50-50. Sometimes it's 60-40. Sometimes it's 70-30, sometimes it's freaking 100-0 in both ways.
Yeah, that's
Up to you
probably
to
true.
figure that out.
I think I've said my piece. I've added what I think was necessary and what was helpful. But at the end of the day, Nick has mentioned this. I mean, essentially, he's running a sitcom here, and I mean, there people have talked about what the seasons are and whatever. But if we're looking at this purely as content, then there's a formula we could probably work out here. If this is we're trying to work out what is real and what's not, it becomes a lot harder. But as a sitcom, it's catchy. It's always the OG, is it not? It was always Pam. It was always Rachel. It was the only one that it wasn't the OG in was like maybe not the only one, but like the one that's I can name off the top of my head is Parks and Rec, when it just kind of happened, willy nilly in the later seasons. But that's not Nick's show. The Office is Nick's show, and in The Office, it's the OG that sticks it out. There may be other distractions that come along here and then, and there's arguments to be made for those distractions, whether they are better or not, whether they're a better choice or not. But in the end, most of the time, it's the OG. In How I Met Your Mother, it was Robin. It's always the OG. So if we're purely following a sitcom formula, it's catchy.